Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of Sundown with Mr. Shoes. So if you watched my video yesterday, the one titled I Hate Apple, you would see that this is the second take of this video. I would just like you to know that I've now evolved. I now have 3 cameras. I have this camera over here, this camera over here, and this main one in front of me. I'm now triple camera guy. I don't know if I always will be. I just took an iPad that was laying on my couch. So, today's video topic will be homework. The way I feel about homework, you do it, you don't. That's just how it is. I'm sorry, I'm wearing Christmas pajamas right now. Don't pay attention to those. So the way I feel homework, I just feel like it's really stupid. Just doesn't make sense. I just feel like, is it really necessary? They have us at school 7 hours a day, 50 minutes per class, yada, yada, yada. They're just like, what can make this even cooler? I got it. Let's give them 2 hours of homework. I don't know why I held up 4. Whatever. Let's give them 2 hours of homework. That should really just make them happy. I honestly don't do my homework a lot because, I have a life. There are so many things I would rather be doing after a long, hard day at school other than doing homework. There are just so many other things. I don't know, my teachers just can't grasp that we apparently, have lives outside of school. It's not very cool. I'm, tripping out here from how this looks. So, yeah, that's probably the hardest part about, the online school for me. I don't like doing homework, and it's literally all homework now. It's all homework now, and so it's a struggle. The work isn't necessarily harder. It's just really hard to make yourself do it, That's really been my main struggle it's already been 2 weeks, actually. I've gone 2 weeks of just doing homework. Yeah, so I guess it's cool. But, so yesterday, all school was canceled for the rest of the year, so I guess welcome to Summer Break 2020. It's off to a pretty cool start so far. Don't you think so? So, yeah, we have homework. It's all the time. The way I usually do my homework, I kind of prioritize. If I have a lot of homework, we had this 1 week of school. We had so much homework every night. I had to do 2 things for my language arts teacher that were 60% of my grade. So we had homework every single night. My language arts homework was just for the whole week, but all my other classes, they never give homework, and they all gave homework that week. My science teacher, actually, because she's pretty cool, she was the only one. She's like, I'm not going to give you homework because I know you have a lot of stuff there, and I don't want to stress you out. That's why I really like my science teacher. So, the way I would do it, I would be okay, so I have all this language arts homework I have to do, and that's for a grade. And then I have this math homework that she probably won't even check. So guess what I didn't do? The math homework. Bada bing, bada boom. Homework done. Probably sealed my doom. But still, I actually, we had to do this thing. It was called an annotated bibliography that was the language arts homework. I got an 88 on it. I worked really hard on it. And then I literally had to write an essay. The essay took me an hour. The annotated bibliography took me basically the entire week. So I think that says something right there. The annotated bibliography, we were in the middle of a project, and she just threw that in on us. It had nothing to do with the project. Absolutely nothing. And yet, we were doing it. And that's just not cool. So, let's see. Do I have anything else on homework? Okay, well, since we're on the topic of school, let's go to my teachers. My teachers. Probably my two favorite teachers are my Spanish teacher and my science teacher. So, but let's go period by period. So first period, I have language arts, my language arts teacher. He's nice enough. She's just so loud. And also, she, like, always yells at me. Just me. Like, one time, we were doing we were doing, like, it was just, like, a worksheet. So everyone's talking in the class. I turn around to my friend, and I'm like, hey, man, I don't really understand this. Can you help me? And you know what she does? So she moves me to the front row, and then her and her student teacher spend the entire class yelling at each other. Like, they were yelling about, like, her phone or something. I don't even know what it was. I just know it was loud, distracting, and way more than what I was doing. So there was that. I don't like it on one color. I'm yellow over here. Ooh, I look like I'm swimming in Fanta. Oh, man. Whoa, Sith lighting. Okay, I think it doesn't like the red. Now it's just white over there. Yeah, so she just went on and was way louder than I was the entire time. So, and then we have my second period. Science teacher. One of my favorite teachers. I nominated her for Teacher of the Month. She always did circles with us. She did labs, and she was like, at the beginning of the year, she was like, do you guys like taking notes? Just like writing them down. We're all like, no. And she's like, okay, then we won't do notes. We don't do notes. The only time we do notes, she does them with us. So she's pretty cool. She's like that teacher that she wants to be relatable. Like, she told us that at the beginning of the year. She's like, I want to be that teacher that you can just, like, you feel like you can talk to. She really is. Like, I very much enjoy her. Very great teacher, 10 out of 10. Now, my third period, my Spanish teacher. Here we go. So, my Spanish teacher she's just such a legend. If you're talking, she'll, like, hit you with a fly swatter. And that's pretty fun. One time my friend Zach is hilarious. He was sitting there, he was like talking, I think he was talking to me actually. So we both sit right next to her desk. I sit at a round table, and across from me sits my friend Jacob, and then Zach sits at a little desk behind me. So he's talking, she literally stands up, opens a pack of fly swatters, gets one out, and just stands there with it above him like that. So we're all like, we all stop, and we're just kind of looking at her, laughing. So he just slowly turns around, and he's like, do it, you won't. She did it. She hit him. It was pretty funny. So then, what else did she do? Oh, yeah. Same kid. So Zach, he was at a table with these two very annoying girls. So he goes up to Ms. Torres, and he has to be moved. So she moves him to that little desk. He's just sitting there the whole time. He's like, oh, this hurts so much. My knees hurt. So she just looks at him, and she's like, I don't care about your knees. Stop talking about your knees. So, yeah, she's just, like, hardcore savage. And then we get to sixth period. My math teacher. So, if you don't go to my school, or you don't go to the high school that my school feeds into, you probably have not heard of my math teacher. My math teacher is just known for being absolutely terrible. If you're in 6th grade and 7th grade at my school, you know her. And even if you didn't have her, you knew someone who had her. If you're in the high school that my school feeds into, you know her. She's the worst teacher ever. So, first of all, she just yells all the time. For beginning of the year, she only yelled at me. So, one day, this is actually up here from my previous shoot when I was talking about this. So one day, we're just doing a warm-up. This was my example. We write on her... What does that even say? I'll just rewrite it, just so you guys can really get a sense of the scope here. So we have these whiteboard things. We like do that. So I'm up here. I'm writing on it, write my little problem down. Problem. Okay, math. So I write that, and then, so she's going over the problem. So I just lean over to my friend Connor, and I'm just like, hey dude, I don't really get this. She looks straight at me. She just goes, oh, are you mumbling, huh? Are you over there mumbling about me? Why don't I call out the work on your board, huh? That would really show something about you. Not only, like, I didn't understand when she was telling it to me, I got the problem right. Also, I was just saying I didn't understand it. Second time she did something like this to me. I'm sitting at my desk, have my nice little desk there, and all of a sudden, she just, so we had a study guide to do. It was like the day before, I think it was Christmas break or something. I was already pretty zoned out, but still I was looking at the board. So I didn't do the study guide because I lost I did do it. It was just in my locker. She doesn't let you go to your locker, so I couldn't get it. So I'm sitting there, I'm staring right at the board, like this, just looking straight at it, like, hitting it with that face. So I take my stuff off my desk. I sit it down on the ground, and she goes, I'm sorry, Mr. Brown, am I boring you? Would you like a pillow? And it's just kind of like, I would like a pillow. You are boring me, yes. But I didn't say that to her. I was just like, okay. She's like, am I boring you? I'm like, no, because I'm pretty sure she would beat me if I said otherwise. So, and then we get to 7th period. My social studies teacher. He's a pretty cool guy. Like, some of his work is kind of really long and really boring. But, other than that, he's a pretty chill guy. Like, some people don't like him. But, like, he's pretty cool. He really goes in deep with the stuff. Like, some people don't like it, but I kind of like that. I'm a nerd like that. I like history. So, and then, another thing my school does that's really dumb, we have this thing called the cell phone policy. So, the way the cell phone policy works, your phone all day has to be powered off. This is just my case. Powered off in your locker. But, so some people just, keep it, sometimes powered off, sometimes not. And they just keep it, in their pocket, just like you would, just in your pocket. So, one of my friends did that. Actually, it's not my friend. This kid did that. So, he just, had it in his pocket. Some teacher saw it in his pocket, and he got ISS for it. That's how dumb it is. All of the teachers except, actually, not surprisingly enough, my math teacher hate it. They're all they all use, phones for their class stuff. My Spanish teacher actually liked it too, because she's kind of old school. But, they all use it for their class. We listen to music. It's really, inconvenient for the whole teacher and, the whole class. If you have to go get your phone, it's very inconvenient. It's just stupid all around. So my second period teacher, my science teacher, a lot of times we get our phone in language arts. So we go to science. They're always, I don't know, I think there's, 10 of us. We still have our phones in our pockets from that, and we're like, can we go put this in your locker? She's like, just power it off and put it in your pocket. She's like, I don't really care. It's like, you're a real one. That's what makes you a cool teacher. So, now we've gotten kind of the topic of school out of the way. Let's talk about stupid stuff. So, the other day I was, talking to my friend Jacob. Jacob's pretty fun. So, he was playing some game. No, yeah, so it's like a meme game. So he just made, a bunch of them. A bunch of memes to just send to his friend that would, hack him. And then he just deleted the entire project, while I was talking to him. And it was pretty relatable from that. Oh, yeah. So, last night, I had, this weird dream where I was in a inflatable Godzilla mech suit. And I was treasure hunting. And you know what? I had an alarm set, and it literally went off right as I was about to find the treasure. Right as I was about to find it. I'm really liking the 3 camera angle. It's kind of weird. So yeah, yesterday, actually, after I ended up losing the entire video from yesterday, very well made video. I took a long time editing it. It was a masterpiece. I ended up just going into my Google Photos, and I literally backed up all 2,000 of my photos in my camera roll. Everything, I put it all in there, and I just deleted everything off my phone. I literally freed up 12 gigs of storage on my phone. So, yeah, I actually talked way longer yesterday. Well, I'm not done yet, actually. Let's just go into, I don't know, maybe some school stories. So, last year, 7th grade, one time I was sitting in my social studies class, I was throwing my pen up in the air. I sat in the corner right by a lamp. Those, school lamps with the bowl thing on top? I sat in front of one of those. So I'm just throwing my pen up in the air, and all of a sudden it just goes straight into the lamp. So my teacher's, talking during this. I'm just kind of sitting there, hitting the lamp with, that face, trying to figure out how I can get it down. So then my teacher's any questions? So I'm just I have a question. And she's what is it? And I'm just I get my pen out of the lamp. And she looks at me how'd it get up there? I was just it fell up there. She was it fell up there. I said yes. She was okay, just get your pen and just sit back down. So I was allowed to get my pen. I don't think she believed me, though. That was my 3rd period social studies teacher last year. She was pretty cool. Another weird thing about school. 6th grade, I had math in 6th period. 7th grade, I had math in 6th period. 8th grade, math in 6th period. Every single year. Oh, I want to talk about my reading teacher from last year. Miss Copening. So, you know her if you go to my school. Oh, man, I said I wasn't going to name drop. Oops, oh well. So, this woman, I had her for 5th period reading. She was well known for just giving silent lunch for nothing. So one time, I'm sitting at my desk. We had to read a little paragraph. That was it. For some reason, she gave us 10 minutes or something to do it. It was super easy. I finished it in a minute. So I'm sitting at my desk, just like that. No, I was sitting like this. I was just kind of leaning back in my chair. Wasn't even talking, just like this. So all of a sudden, she just starts screaming at me. Baxter, get out of my class right now. So I'm okay. What do I do? So then I'm I was but I didn't do anything. I wasn't talking. She's oh, do you want to go to the principal's office? And I'm no, I don't. So she sends me to this other teacher's classroom. There was 20 minutes left in the class. So not only did I miss a full 20 minutes of our class, she didn't give me anything to work on. I didn't have anything with me. So I literally sat in this other teacher's class. It was all on level. I didn't know any of them. Well, I knew some of them, but I didn't talk to them. So I sat in this class for 20 minutes, not doing anything. She didn't even come get me when the bell rang. I had to walk back over there myself. So she was a very strange, annoying teacher. So earlier I was talking to my friend Nolan. So we were talking about our social studies stuff we had to do. For some reason on my social studies teacher's blog, the assignments are different than the ones he gave us. So it was very confusing when I was trying to kind of help him with it. It was what? Also today, I finished my homework. My Spanish homework, all of it, for whatever we had. So, very strange thing about it. My Spanish teacher writes these little paragraphs for us to translate. They're all these stories. So today's story, Tom Cruise was in it for some reason. So basically the premise of it was he exercised so much at the gym that he went crazy and thought that we were all Martians. He goes into a Scientology church screaming we are Martians. And then the people in it tell him he's crazy and needs to see a psychiatrist. So he says, don't tell me. And then here, I'm quoting here because I remember it, said, he goes home because he is sad. Boo, he is crazy. My Spanish teacher had to take the time to write that out. And then yesterday's story was about Lady Gaga buying her stick dress and then she got hungry and she ate it.
And then it says that she's not boring, she's crazy.
I couldn't make these up if I wanted to. Yeah, so, things about these videos. I'm gonna do a new intro song. I've been working on that. I'm gonna add in a little saxophone.
Maybe some guitar.
And then we'll just see how that goes for, like, for how it's received. First video, you guys really did an outstanding job. Made me feel loved. Lots of views, lots of subscribers, lots of likes. Please keep it going. I'm very proud of all of you. I love all of you. Make sure to follow my Instagram at Mr_Groovy_shoes. Actually, yeah, right there. Yeah. So, I'm gonna try and get one of these out every day. Don't know if I will. It's a lot of work to edit it. Probably, well, since school's canceled, I honestly probably could do one every day. I might do one, like, I'll do one twice a week. Here, I'll do that for now. I'll do one twice a week. Actually, no. I'll do every day. And then, I'll do every day, hopefully, whole summer. I might miss a few days if I'm busy or something, so don't be worried about that. I'll try and do every day, unless you don't want me to do every day. Could do, like, every week, every other day, depends. And then probably once school starts back in August, wow, that's a long time from now. That's 4 months. So once school starts back in August, I'll probably do them, like, every Friday or something.
Because I'll be in high school. I hear there's homework.
I can't wait. I hate middle school so much. Everyone's, like, everywhere. Oh, yeah, last video, the first take of this. I didn't talk about this time yet, so I'll talk about it now. Superlatives. My school did superlatives, which is, like, funniest, most athletic. So some of the most athletic ones, like, they actually made sense. And then some of them just made, like, no sense at all.
Some of the people weren't even athletic.
And then, so funniest, that's a really bad angle. So funniest, it was all the popular kids. And not a single one of them
is even funny.
I would try to explain their comedy to you, but I think I'm incapable of it, because I don't think I'm stupid enough to understand it. Because, like, I really can't get what's funny about them. Some of them, like, a few of them are funny, but none of the people that were actually in the thing. And then, here, this will really show it. One of the most likely to succeed ones, this kid named Alex Wallachino. So, really shows you something. They spelled his last name wrong. So, I guess that really shows how much they care about voting and stuff. So, yeah. I think a lot of people got snubbed. A lot of my friends said that I did. I don't know. I don't want to sound conceited, so I won't give a comment on that. I don't know. Just gonna say, I'm not really that sad about the school being canceled. Because, like, the people I want to talk to,
I just have their phone numbers. And the people that I
don't like, I don't have to see. I don't have to talk to them. I don't have to be annoyed by them. I don't have to associate with them. It's honestly sounding kind of superior right now. I do miss some of our little jokes we do within, like, my friend group. I'm really missing that. My friend Zach, I don't have his number, and I greatly miss Zach. So, yeah. And that's just kind of an update. It's kind of my thoughts on these topics. If you want a different topic or, like, have any requests for these videos, let me know in the comments section. This has been today's episode of Sundown with
Mr. Shoes. Outro.